Here's a preview of MathPortal that you're going to be using for this course. You can access MathPortal one of two ways. You can either go in through the Blackboard shell itself, and I provided a link here at the bottom. This link for some reason doesn't like to work unless you're in Internet Explorer, for me at least, but just make sure all your pop-ups are down. But you can go in that way. Make sure you hit show all content here. Or you can just always open a new tab, and the website name, and I'll make sure to leave this somewhere where you can see it, is courses.bfwhub.com/quantlit.php. So I'll put that as well so you can just copy and paste it. But either way, that's how you're going to get into MathPortal. So once you're in MathPortal, you need to put in your access code, which you should have got with your book. So you can either purchase one or register one. So if you're a student, here you can purchase the access code. And when you purchase access code, it's going to ask you these questions. So first you want to select the state we're in, which is North Carolina. And then your institution, which is PCC, and then your instructor, which is me. Now you're either going to be in Math 143.01P, that's the face-to-face section, or 7.1, which is the online section. And once you're here, you want to type in your first name, last name, email, and come up with a password hint, and that sort of thing. Make sure you use your email that's your student email. That way I can help you get into it, or at least an email address that you're going to remember. And you can see here that it costs a little bit less than the book. It costs about $84 here. There is an ebook, so if you do decide just to purchase it here, you do need a credit card. And it costs about $160 for the book and the access code, but just this purchase is $84. Now, if you did buy a book, you can register an activation code. This activation code should come with your book, so when you open your book, make sure you can find it. When you have the activation code, you do want to put dashes in it as well. And here it also strongly suggests you use your school email address when you register this to get credit for all your work. So again, you're going to go through there and you'll sign right into the course. You're going to fill out this, follow the directions, and it'll take you right in. So let me show you what the course looks like. I'll sign in myself. And now once you activate everything, you can just log in every time. You can even remember it here if you want to, so you don't have to remember it every time. All right, so once you're in here, you want to choose MAT, M-A-T is the courses you'll see. And then once you're here, I'm going to view this. I'm going to change it to a student view. You want to make sure that you're in the right course. So this, you're going to see it for 143 here. Where you're going to go, if you want to see the ebook, you can click here on ebook. If you didn't purchase a book, you can go through the chapters and find things here. So for example, say I was looking for something in chapter 2. You can see all of the sections are identified here. You've got chapter summary, chapter quizzes, and all types of resources. And then if you click under resources, there's other types of resources as well. So again, let me just stay in chapter 2. You got a student solution manual, which is for the problems that are in the textbook itself. There are these little clips that will actually show you how to work out problems that are in the textbook.
The bar graph in figure 2.7 shows the percentage of columns.
So you can use those as well. There's little applets here which you can use, which are just little plugins that will show you how to do certain things. Go back. And where you're going to find all of your things are going to be under assignments. So here's where you're going to find all of your work. So these assignments, I have them numbered by module. If you click on each module, you'll see each assignment there. So you see the critical thinking and homework. So either you have a learning curve assignment, which is indicated with a check, and homework is indicated with this little disc. So you either have a homework assignment or learning curve assignment, and you can see on your pacing guide which is due. So if you click on the learning curve assignment, for example, it says that right now you have a 0. Once you reach a target score of 150, you'll get full credit for completing the activity. You want to reach the target score to receive credit for the activity. So for these, you want to get 100%. So if you start it, you're going to go through and answer questions. To say answer a question wrong, or if I answer a question right. So How many bytes are in a gigabyte? 1 billion. You click the next question to get to the next one. And you can take a break too, so you can actually save your work. So if you go to next question, a trillionaire is how many times richer than a billionaire? Say I answer it wrong, I get 1 million. Well, see, your little bar just went down some. So your score was higher, and now it went down some. But it'll give you a little hint. You can check the ebook, get a hint, or click Show Me to see the answer and try another question. So if you get a hint, it gives you the actual numbers here. If you do Show Me, it'll show you the answer, and then you can try again. So you can do the next question. So you're going to go through those like that until you get a score of 150. And you can always go down here and highlight, and you can see your target score when you get there. So let me answer one more. Okay. So notice the bar below here has been updated to do your score. If I hit take a break, I can come back to it. So if I go back to assignments, I can see that I still have some of that already done. So you can always come back to it. It saves it automatically. Now for homework, you're going to have homework by each individual exercise. So you can see that these exercises correspond through 6 through 9 in your textbook of that section. So if you wanted to, you could definitely go into the book and find that question set. And then you could go in to the Student Solutions Manual and actually work those out that way as well. So if I begin the homework question set, you're going to actually type in the answers here. You can go to your ebook, you can save answers and submit. So let's say I type in something. I save the answer. Your answer's been saved and you can continue. And then I can actually submit it, but I got it wrong. So it'll let you retry it. And you can get 100 on all of these if you try to, if you just keep going through it and resubmitting these. So that's all your assignments. You're going to have in here is going to be the learning curve assignments and the homework assignments. Go ahead and play with this and get familiar with it. And over here you'll see due dates. I don't have them here. I will have them for each individual section, but you want to do these things before the due date passes. If you have any questions about it, I'd be more than glad to answer them. And when you're done, you can either exit. You'll sign out automatically, but you can hit exit and it will log you out. There you go.